Hey guys, so it is time for my October favorites. It's almost the end of the month already, and I thought I would sit down and share the products that I've been loving. I don't have a ton of makeup to talk about in today's video because I've been using a lot of the same products for the past few months. I'm actually going to film a Get Ready With Me tomorrow featuring my go-to products for the fall season. So I'll show you my whole base routine, and I'll include products that I'm talking about in today's video as well. But there are a few products I've enjoyed. I have one fail, so I'll share those with you guys, and then I'll include a couple of lifestyle products at the end of the video, just a few things that I think you guys might enjoy as well. I hope that October has been really great for you guys. October flew by very quickly, and I think it's because I just took a little bit of a social media and YouTube break for the first 2 months. Or no, the first 2 weeks of the month. And I've been trying to kind of take the same approach for the last 2 weeks of the month. You know, not a complete break, but I haven't been on a lot of other social media other than YouTube. I love YouTube. I missed it so much, so I'm really happy to be back. But sometimes it's nice to put your phone away, and I feel like I was starting to get addicted to my phone. So instead of that, I was able to read like 5 or 6 books, which was so nice because typically I make it through like one, maybe two, but instead of scrolling my phone, I was picking up my Kindle or listening to an audiobook, and I just find that a lot more relaxing overall. I also watched a lot of Netflix this month, I'll be honest. If you guys have any recommendations for good shows to binge watch, please let me know. Anyway, let's move on to makeup. Let me share the products that I've been loving, and then at the end, like I said, I'll kind of talk about a few lifestyle favorites. So I have talked about the ColourPop That's Taupe palette a few times on my channel over the past few weeks, but I've been enjoying this so much. I did purchase it as my palette for the month of October. This is the palette that I have on my eyes today, and I will use it in my upcoming Get Ready With Me so you can see how it actually applies and performs, but it applies really nicely. I know some people look at a palette like this and think that it's boring, but I look at it and think that it's so much fun. I think about all of the different looks that I can do, and the fact that they have that fun, shimmery Super Shock shadow does make a difference because when you layer that all over the eye, it just makes the look super sparkly and a little bit more intense and vibrant. You can do something a little bit more toned down as well. There are 5 matte shadows that blend perfectly. These matte shadows don't have any shimmer in them. I know ColourPop does that from time to time. They're just true, blendable, smooth matte shadows, and then there are 4 shimmers. Some of the shimmers feel a little bit dry when you initially apply them, but they look great on the eyes. They apply nicely with your finger or a brush, and if you want like a really intense color payoff, you can always wet your brush, but I think just adding just a little bit of that Super Shock shadow right in the center, again, just kind of makes the look a little bit more vibrant and intense. So I've been enjoying this. If you've been thinking about trying cooler toned neutrals, but you don't want to commit to an expensive palette or something a little bit larger, this is $14 and it comes with 9 really nice shadows. The other ColourPop product that I've been loving is their BFF liquid liner. This one is the brush tip version. They do have a felt tip version as well, which I do like, but typically I do prefer more of a brush tip liner just because I find that it's a little bit easier to get winged liner. It just glides on really easily, and this is a nice option. I talked about this in a recent video where I shared some drugstore alternatives to some of my favorite high-end products, and I do love the Urban Decay Perversion liquid liner, but that's pretty pricey. I think this liner is maybe $8, and I find that it really does stay in place well. It's a nice smudge-proof liner. I don't know if it is completely waterproof, but I do have pretty watery eyes, and I don't notice that it will run or smear on me by the end of the day. If you were to like run out in the rain or have like a really intense crying session, then it might smear on you, but if you're just kind of looking for a good daily liner, this one is nice. It does go on well. The only difference between this, or I don't know about the only difference, but the main difference between this and the Urban Decay liner is that the Urban Decay liner is really intense from like the first swipe. This one you have to layer up just like 2 layers, but I'm wearing it today, and as you can see, it's like a true intense black liner. So I do like this. It is a good affordable alternative if you don't want to spend the money on the Urban Decay liner. I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel yet, which would be very weird because it is something that I've used over and over for the past few months. I actually remember like briefly touching on it when I did my Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet like demo because I was using this product, but it is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. I think I heard Kelly Gooch talking about this one time, I'm pretty sure, and I added it onto an Ulta order like months ago, and it was just sitting in my drawer, and I decided to test it out randomly a few months ago, and I love this product. It really makes a difference, and I've tried a few other lash primers in the past. The one that I've really enjoyed is the Smashbox Lash Primer, but that's expensive. I mean, it's the cost of a high-end mascara, so I don't like to or I didn't end up repurchasing it because if I was to apply that and then a mascara, my mascara routine would be expensive. It's so interesting to use this product because it does coat your lashes like it's a true white primer. So you can see every single one of your individual lashes. And I always thought that I had like 3 lashes on each eye. My natural lashes are terrible, but when I use this product, it coats them all so well. And it even grabs onto like those tiny lashes in the front of your eye and in like the very outer corner. So when you apply mascara on top, the mascara has something to hold on to. And it really does enhance any mascara that I use alongside of this. The only issue for me is that it is a true white product and it dries down white. So if you miss your lashes, like if you're doing your mascara and you're like running out the door and you miss some, you're going to have white lashes for the day. So that's just something to keep in mind. But for me, it does such a great job that I don't really mind. I have 2 mascaras to talk about. So one that I really loved and one that was a complete fail. So let's start with the one that I loved. This is the Urban Decay Lash Freak. I talked about this in a recent video. I think I did a Sephora and Ulta haul update. And after using it a little bit longer, I have to say I like it more than I did when I did that update. When I did that update, I told you guys that it made my lashes look super long and dramatic, but it was a very high maintenance mascara. And there were definitely a lot of cons, so I didn't see myself repurchasing it. Now that I've used it a little bit longer, I think that I like it so much, I'm willing to overlook those cons and maybe repurchase it. Sephora's VIB sale is coming up soon, and they do sell this as a mini, and I think I might repurchase the mini. I got this mini when I placed an Ulta order and purchased like an Urban Decay product a month or 2 ago, which was really nice, but it's lasted me at least a month and a half at this point, and I try to make sure I use up my mascara or get rid of it after like that 3-month mark, and I feel like I would actually be able to use this up within the 3 months because it's hard to finish up an entire full-sized mascara. But I love the way that this makes my lashes look. They're so dramatic and long and voluminous. It's the most intense dramatic mascara that I've ever tried, and it's an interesting wand for sure. I remember when I initially saw the promo photos and the wand, I was like, I'm not going to buy that. And because I got it as a free sample, I tried it out, and I'm glad that I did because I truly love this. Now, as far as the cons go, it is a very wet mascara, so it takes forever to dry. It can get really clumpy very, very quickly. So I always like to have another mascara on hand to kind of comb it out, or just like a lash brush. But the other con for me is just that it can get a little bit messy. If you're like a messy mascara applier, I know that's not grammatically correct. If you tend to be very messy when you apply your mascara, this might not be for you because I always make such a mess. It always gets all over my lid, and like sometimes it'll hit my brow bone because it does make my lashes look really long. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not a big deal. I'll just kind of take a Q-tip and wipe it away. But I think the drama that I get is worth the high maintenance formula and the high maintenance wand because it makes my lashes look really, really good. Now, as for my mascara fail, I recently got this one in the mail as PR. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara. They send me PR from time to time. I thought I was off the list just because, I mean, I like some products from the brand, but I think that I've been very vocal about the fact that I think they tend to be a little bit overpriced, and I've been able to find some affordable alternatives to a lot of their products, but I do think they make gorgeous products. So I don't know, this showed up randomly, so I decided to try it out because it's getting a lot of hype. So I wanted to see if it was worth the money, worth the hype, and I will say that this product makes your lashes look so nice. It's a really interesting wand. It's kind of like a flat paddle, and then the bristles are on the side. And I would say that it gives a similar effect to the Urban Decay, what is this called again? Lash Freak. You get a ton of volume and drama and length, and it does lift and curl your lashes. So initially I really liked this, but after wearing it a few times, I've noticed that it really flakes into my eyes while it's drying, which is so weird. I don't think I've experienced that with any other mascara, but as the product is drying, like little pieces of it will get into my eyes, on my contacts, and then they're super red and watery and irritated, and my eye makeup just turns into a complete mess. And it does take a while to dry down because it is a pretty wet formula. I don't know, I've experienced flaking with mascaras after they've dried, and then throughout the day, they've kind of flaked off and fallen on my face, but not necessarily while they've been wet and while they're drying. But every time I use this without fail, I'm left with a complete mess because my eyes are irritated and red and watery, and I've just decided to stop trying. Even though it makes my lashes look amazing, it makes my lashes, or makes my eyes feel terrible. Before I finish up with the rest of the makeup, I did want to share a nail polish favorite. I don't know if any of you guys have been subscribed to my channel this long, but back in the day when I first started YouTube, my sisters and I actually had a nail polish company, and it was called Tilly. We sold nail polish, and the formula, if I do say so myself, was really, really good. Obviously, we would never sell something we didn't stand by and use ourselves. So even after we quit selling it, I was just wearing that nail polish for a while. I'm still sad we had to end it because the nail polish was so good and it was so much fun and it was doing well. And maybe like one day it would be fun to revive it, but I think at the time we were just all so busy. My youngest sister was starting PA school, and then my other sister has her own business, and then I was doing YouTube and it was starting to pick up, so it was just hard to balance all of it. But anyway, after doing that, I just didn't really have interest in trying a lot of other brands, but recently a few of my friends have been raving about this brand called Olive and June. I know a lot of people who used to get their nails done in the salon are now trying to paint their nails at home, and I think that was the case for one of my friends who tried this. She found it at Target, and when I went to my local Target, they only had like one shade, so I did buy it and I loved it. So I went on the Olive and June website and ordered a few shades, and I think they have like free shipping over 40. There's actually a coupon. If you're a new customer, you can get $10 off of 50. I'll link that in the description box below if you guys are interested, but I really, really like this formula. I have so many issues with nail polish just kind of peeling and chipping on me after like a day or two, and it's so frustrating to sit down and paint your nails and then the next day have the nail polish chip, or even like a day or two later. This nail polish stays on so well. I'm filming this video on Tuesday, and I think I painted my nails on Friday. So I've had this on for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's the 5th day, and my nails still look so good. I'm honestly so blown away every single time I use this. So right now I have like a grayed out lavender on. It's actually in the living room, and my senior pug, who is so sweet, he's actually sleeping in there, so I don't want to go in and disturb him because I want him to sleep as long as he can. So I'll do a close-up shot for you guys, but I also have this shade, which is like a really pretty cooler toned taupey pink, and then this one is a black. I have a few other shades as well, but I haven't worn all of them, so these are the ones I really enjoy, and this nail polish is nice. It really stays in place well. It's vegan, cruelty-free, and then it's also 7-free, so it's free from some of the, harsh chemicals that can be found in other brands. I think at this point most brands are free from those chemicals, but if that's something that is important to you, I just wanted to throw it out there. I just wanted to share a couple of the lip products I've been loving. I know not everyone is wearing lip products right now, and if I go out and I'm wearing a mask, I don't typically wear them either, but sometimes when I'm filming a YouTube video, or if I have a Zoom call, or I'm FaceTiming, or I just want to wear makeup, then these are the lip products I typically pair with the cooler toned eyeshadows I've been wearing. My favorite combination, the one that I'm wearing today, is just the ColourPop Lippie pencil in BFF with the Fenty lip gloss in the shade Hot Chocolate on top. I just love the ColourPop Lippie pencils. They stay in place well, and they're really nice to wear under gloss because, again, they do stay in place. And sometimes when you wear a lip liner under a gloss, it will kind of move around or smear or run if it's not a long-lasting lip liner, but these do apply really nicely, and they kind of lock your gloss into place so it stays in place a little bit longer than it would without this product, and it does keep the gloss from kind of running outside of the lip line too much. The shade BFF is like a lighter pinky nude, but they do have BFF2 and BFF3, so if you have a medium skin tone, BFF2 might be great for you. If you have a deep skin tone, you'll probably enjoy BFF3 a little bit more, but it is nice that they have a lot of options, so no matter what your skin tone is, you're going to be able to find a nude that works well for you. The Fenty Gloss in Hot Chocolate is a really nice cooler toned brown. Now in the tube it looks pretty dark, but these are really sheer, so they just give a nice hint of color, and this looks really pretty on its own, but also on top of the lip liner. I think that I might end up purchasing the full-size version of this gloss. I'm just not out of it completely, so maybe next fall and winter, because it is kind of like one of my go-to fall and winter shades, I'll end up repurchasing it, but this mini has lasted me such a long time. I got it in the holiday set last year. And then when I am taking the time to apply an actual lipstick, I've been wearing this Buxom Full Force lipstick in the shade Goddess. These were on sale during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and I told you guys I've been looking for like a new nude lipstick line. I don't know if this line is exclusively a nude lipstick line. I think they have some bold, intense shades as well. And there are some deep, vampy brown nudes, some darker shades. So again, depending on what you typically go for or your skin tone, there will probably be a nude lipstick that works well for you. But I did get a lot of recommendations to try out a few other nude lipstick lines. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'm not purchasing a lot of lipstick in the moment right now either, but I have been enjoying this one. This formula looks so smooth on the lips. The last makeup product that I've been loving is an older favorite. It's the Balm's Take Home the Bronze Anti-Orange Bronzer, and I wear the shade Oliver. I've been enjoying a lot of different bronzers this year, so I haven't been wearing this one as much as I have in the past, but what I like about this is the fact that it is so smooth and blendable. It is a matte bronzer, but it never looks powdery on the skin, and it's not super warm toned. I wouldn't call it a cool toned bronzer, but I can kind of use it as like a bronzer contour all in one. And this shade in particular looks really nice with cool toned eyeshadow, maybe a cooler lip. So again, I've just been getting a lot of use out of it lately. It's still one of my all-time favorite products. I think it is such a I just forgot what I was going to say. It's just such a good product. It feels like a luxurious high-end product, but I think it's maybe $17, so it is less expensive than other high-end bronzers. Not quite as affordable as Drugstore, but the formula really is amazing. Okay, so this is kind of random, but I did want to mention it in today's video. I recently got this jewelry organizer, and it's made my life so much easier. I had all of these necklaces on like 2 hooks because I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but I've kind of added a few pieces over the years. I usually get these in FabFitFun boxes. I've purchased a couple. So every time I went to grab one, it would tangle. And my husband is so sweet. The other night he spent like 2.5 hours detangling all of them because somehow they all got twisted together. So after he did that, I was like, I have to find a solution. I saw a few people talk about this in random lifestyle favorites videos, and I decided to add it to my wish list a while ago. So I did get mine from Amazon, but you can also order directly from the brand's website as well. I believe it was $25. I did get the gold one, but they also have a silver one. And what's nice is on the bottom, they have a little tray as well. So if you wear rings or you have earrings, you can kind of throw them in place. This is perfect for me because the only jewelry that I wear are these necklaces and then my wedding ring. Now this doesn't feel super luxurious. It maybe weighs like 2 or 3 pounds. I might be a little bit off. Maybe it's like 5 pounds. It's not a super heavy product, but it looks nice. It does the job and it's pretty affordable. So if you're looking for any sort of necklace organizer that won't break the bank, this is a great option. And it just looks nice in my room. It just sits among like a few picture frames, and now I can easily access my necklaces without tangling them into a big ball. The last thing I wanted to mention is actually the shirt that I'm wearing. I love this shirt. I actually purchased it in like 3 or 4 other colors. I always do that. If I find like a certain basic item that works well for me, whether it's a t-shirt or a pair of jeans or a pair of boots, I'll typically repurchase it in like a similar color or a different color, but the same style. This shirt's available on the Target website for $12, and they have it in a bunch of fun fall colors. I think I have like the olive green, the black one, this one, and then maybe the white one. But what's nice about this is it's not a full-on turtleneck. I hate like full-on turtleneck sweaters or shirts just because they make me feel a little bit claustrophobic or just like very constrained. But it does go a little bit higher on your neck, and then the sleeves go to your elbow, and the material is just very soft, very stretchy, but really lightweight. So it's a good transition piece as we're kind of heading into fall and maybe you're inside where it's hot, but you still want something that's kind of fall appropriate. I just wanted to throw it out there because they are $12. They have some really cute options. I think I will end it there. I was going to share some book recommendations, but I just feel like this video will be forever long, so maybe I'll do that in another video. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. I hope that October went well for you guys. If not, I hope that November is better. I know it's been such a weird year, so it doesn't feel like there's necessarily a lot to look forward to. But hopefully you guys can spend some time doing something that makes you feel happy, it makes you feel good. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. YouTube always makes me so happy, so thank you for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye.